politician needs 3 hats. One to throw in the ring, one to talk through, and one to pull a rabbit out of after they're elected. Well, I don't wear a hat today, but I'm throwing it in the ring. And today I announce my candidacy for Northampton County Executive. I want to gently quibble with the Pulitzer Prize-winning poet's second platform, which is you need to talk through your hat. That's an old-fashioned expression, which pretty much indicates that you promise people anything they want to hear, and then you break that promise. Well, I'm not going to do that. Amen. And I have a record of proving that I don't talk through my hat.
That's right.
When we were fighting to save Gracedale, we were told a big tax increase would be needed if we kept Gracedale County owned, and that just wasn't true. We were told the sky was going to fall on public nursing homes, and that just wasn't true. And as far as pulling a rabbit out of the hat, if I'm fortunate enough to be elected county executive, we've already pulled one out of the hat when a coalition of citizens and employees and a few elected officials came together to stop a corporation who wanted to take Gracedale for profit, thereby endangering the health and safety of our residents. We stopped them, and we... Now, at the risk of having one note to this campaign, I want to say that a few questions have to be answered. And one of the questions a candidate always has to answer is, why are you running? Well, why I'm running is to bring my experience of the last 7 years of being involved in just about every major public policy fight that's occurred in Northampton County. What am I talking about? Well, we've already alluded to the Gracedale vote that we've had, but there have been other things that we've done. I had the good fortune of writing the law that led to the Northampton County Mortgage Foreclosure Diversion Program. 45% of the homeowners that were underwater who entered that program had the opportunity to have their homes saved or got help in some relief. And now we see programs like our program in Northampton County and programs like that all over the Commonwealth and indeed all over the country have helped stabilize home prices. And again, they're on the rise. We're proud of helping those citizens. I wrote the law in Northampton County that froze property taxes for farms that went into farmland preservation program. I'm very proud to have done that. And in Northampton County, I fought and won a county detective for the Office of District Attorney for the first time ever that exclusively devotes his time to the investigation and prosecution of child sexual assaults. I can't think of a more heinous crime, and I was glad to fight and win that. I'm also very proud to have been the author of the ordinance that created the Northampton Gaming Authority. The Northampton Gaming Authority is an authority that collects money from the casino in Bethlehem and distributes it to the impacted municipalities. So the municipalities that surround the casino who were adversely affected and who now are getting police cars and improving their fire and ambulance and all the safety measures that they are improving in the surrounding municipalities, they're getting that money because I wrote that law, and I'm very proud. Now, that's what I've done. What will I do? I think it's important to be specific when you're asking people to elect you to their office, which is the chief executive of the county. First, Gracedale. We must rejuvenate Gracedale. During the fight to save it, we came up with a plan. Working with our employees, we decided that we would move forward with a management company and that our employees would pitch in and make a sacrifice to help us keep Gracedale in county hands and solve it. I'm proud to report that that plan is working. Gracedale's bottom line is improving. However, more work needs to be done. In the short term, if elected county executive, I will continue to utilize private management. However, in order to continue the rejuvenation of Gracedale, it is my plan to again return it to county management. And with a county executive that truly cares about Gracedale, and with good, positive county managers, we can return to the day when Gracedale was not a drain on the county budget, but when Gracedale actually added money to the county budget. Now, we won't be taking that money back. We're going to reinvest it in Gracedale, as is the current law. But we're going to get there. Second, economic development. On my first day, my first act will be to finally appoint a director of community and economic development. For too too long, that position has been held vacant. And I promise, as your executive, I will work with the Lehigh Valley Economic Development Corporation and be an aggressive advocate to bring high-paying jobs to Northampton County. However, this will not be an open-ended deal. We must create jobs in Northampton County, not merely build warehouses that give tax breaks to millionaires and billionaires. I want to bring high-paying jobs to Northampton County that you can raise a family on. That will be my goal. And working with LVEDC, we will have performance goals. And if they don't meet those performance goals, Northampton County will have to review what it does going forward with respect to economic development. Farmland, open space, and environmentally sensitive land. No member of County Council has ever voted to preserve and protect more farmland, open space, and environmentally sensitive land than I have. And I've had to fight to keep that in the budget. I have fought that fight, I won that fight, and I will continue to protect farmland, open space, and environmentally sensitive land. And I will emphasize in my administration, environmentally sensitive land, because protecting our environmentally sensitive land is so vital. Additionally, our bridges are in need of repair. Those bridges that are a danger to our travelers will be closed immediately, and I will budget to repair them. I will then take on budgeting and repairing the bridges as they need to be throughout the course of my tenure if I'm elected. And finally, I will take a top-down review of all of the structures in Northampton County, be they buildings, parks, and I will put us on a course where we never get into a situation again where we must sell buildings because they are in a state of disrepair. That will never happen if I'm elected Northampton County Executive. The only thing I can say in conclusion is, my word is my bond. The public saw my word during the Gracedale fight. I will always put their interests first, and if they choose to make me their county executive, I will not break that bond. Before we go, I want to thank my good friend, the Controller